Hey guys, Jack here with Learn to Endure. I just wanted to make a quick video going over why I think all endurance athletes, regardless of their sport or goals, should consider getting a Zwift setup in 2024. The first and most important reason is that Zwift lowers the friction to train in every possible way. Let me show you what I mean. On the x-axis of this graph, I have training friction. And what I mean by that is anything that gets in the way of our training or makes our training harder to complete. It could be things like poor weather, limited daylight, no access to hills or a track, anything like that. Zwift eliminates all of these factors. On the y-axis, I have the training likelihood, and that is simply the chance that we actually complete our workout on a given day. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have a track workout scheduled and the only time you can do it is after work. Additionally, it might be cold, dark, and rainy. All of those factors result in the training friction being very high. And the result of high training friction is low training likelihood. That's represented by a point all the way out here on the graph. On the flip side of that, let's imagine a situation where the training friction is very low. Maybe just a nice, chill, long run on a weekend, the sun is shining, nothing else to do, nowhere else to be. That's a situation where the training friction is very low. And the result of that is very high training likelihood. That's represented by a point all the way up here. If we interpolate between these 2 points, this is what the curve looks like. So a small increase in training friction results in a steep drop-off in training likelihood. But what Zwift does is it allows us to operate in this region of the graph. It removes all of the high friction factors that get in the way of us actually completing our workouts. By having my Zwift set up permanently in the living room, I have been able to ride 5 days a week consistently. I used to feel guilty about not riding outside, but I don't anymore. I've ridden almost 2,400 miles that I guarantee I would not have ridden outside. Consistently riding 5 days a week, indoors or outdoors, is something to be proud of. And the reason that having the lowest possible training friction is important is that it results in the highest training likelihood. And when the likelihood is high to train each day, our consistency is high. And consistency is the most important part of being an endurance athlete. The second reason is that Zwift is super fun and engaging. For starters, everything is gamified. You can upgrade your gear, unlock all these achievements, level up, all of these things, right? Zwift is also super immersive. Zwift's ability to change the smart trainer's resistance based on hills inside of the virtual world really sucks you in and immerses you inside of the virtual world. And depending on your budget, you can get all these extra things to dial up the immersion. You can buy a fan from Wahoo that connects to your smart trainer and uses your in-game speed to change the fan speed, making it feel like you're actually going as fast as you are. Or if you're climbing up a hill, you get all of the hard work with none of the relief of the fan. Some fancier bike trainers have motion built in, but you can also get rocker plates, or I just cut up a piece of foam to put under my trainer just to give the trainer a little bit more of that natural movement. And if you want to get really crazy, some trainers even allow the fork to go up and down on the front end, simulating the grade of hills. A few years down the line, I can totally see Zwift being on these AR or VR goggles, right? If you add up the trainer movement, the fan, the fork going up and down, all of these things with the VR goggles, it doesn't get more immersive than that. You're gonna be inside of the virtual world. The last reason is that Zwift has unlimited possibilities from a training perspective. First of all, there are built-in fitness tests that give you a picture of where you're really at. With the results of your fitness tests, you can either use the pre-made workouts and training plans that Zwift has, or you can make your own entirely. It tells you what your zones are, you can change the duration, you can create ramps and intervals, you can do anything you put your mind to. Additionally, you can get a training plan from someone on Training Peaks, for example, and then plug it into your Zwift. So with all the training possibilities I just mentioned, you might be thinking, well, I don't want to do all of that alone. But the truth is that on Zwift, you're never actually alone. At any given time, there's tens of thousands of people on the platform. You can join group rides with people, you can do your workouts with other people, you can do races, all of this stuff, right? The community aspect of Zwift makes it so cool. The possibilities really are endless. So let's just do a quick little recap going over why I think all endurance athletes should get a Zwift setup. The first and most important reason is that Zwift lowers the training friction in every possible way, and low training friction results in high training likelihood, which is key for consistency. The second is that Zwift is super fun and engaging. All of the in-game changes make it super immersive, and the whole platform is gamified with levels, achievements, and gear to unlock. The last reason is that Zwift has unlimited training possibilities in terms of making custom workouts or doing races and group rides with other people. So those are the 3 reasons that I think all endurance athletes, regardless of their sport or goals, should get a Zwift setup in 2024. If you liked what you saw, I just created a free online community called Learn to Endure, specifically made for endurance athletes of all levels. People can ask each other questions, find inspiration, learn with our courses, or just hang out. There's a link down in the description. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.